Hello! Welcome back to another episode of Kimberly's Kitchen. For this recipe dish, I am dedicating this to my beautiful friend Helen from Envy's Nail in Arcadia. She does an amazing job on nails, so I hope you have a chance to go visit her and see her work. Alright, so for the ingredients on this recipe, you will need a whole fresh chicken, eggs or quail eggs, fresh ginger, onions, and this chicken flavor pho base. And of course, you will also need a pre-packaged spice seasoning if you can find one, consisting of star anise, coriander seeds, fennel seeds, cloves, and cinnamon sticks. You will also need fresh pho noodles if you can find it at the Asian supermarket. If not, just boil the dry rice noodle. That will work fine, just as good. So right now, I'm about to shred some green spring onions, and I'm going to soak them in cool water. It will help keeps it fresh and curly. And this cool tools that I found them at the supermarket. It just makes the slicing so much easier and faster. If you don't have one, by all means use a fork. It will work just the same. But I happen to find this a little bit fun to use. Okay, the onion is used for garnish, and therefore I'm just pre-prepping it, and soaking in the water helps keep it curly, as you can see. Okay, so that's about it, and I'm gonna start slicing the Thai red chili. Now you may use a green jalapeno chili, but I just happen to like Thai chilies better because it's a lot more spicier and hotter. And I'm gonna also cut the lime into half and in wedges. Again, these are gonna be used for garnish. Feels like the grill is hot. You can feel the heat, when you place your hand above it. I'm going to start grilling the onions and ginger roots. I want to give it a good char. If you want to, you could just char it over the flame, a flame on your stove top, and that would be just as good as, and even faster, I think. But see the grill mark? I'm just trying to char it to give that smoky flavor. This is a little bit slower process than if you were to char it over a flame. But I don't know. For some reason, I just feel like doing it this way. But at home, you could always just put a stick or hold the ginger roots and onion over a fire and just char it. It will work just as good and gives you that smoky char taste in the soup base. Okay, so I think that pretty much do it. So I have here the onion roots, the ginger roots and the onion that I already charred and smoked. So I'm just gonna set that aside, but it looks like the ginger is gonna need a little more time here. This is beautiful, right? Look at that. It's beautifully charred and smoked. Okay, so I have here a pot of boiling hot water. As you can see, it is steamy hot. A perfect time to put the chicken in. Okay, so this is my whole fresh chicken. I'm using the whole fresh chickens for flavoring the soup base. And the flesh of the chicken I will shred later for the pho chicken toppers. Okay, so the ginger roots that I charred earlier is going to go in, as well as the onion. This will help give the soup base a very bold pho flavor. We're going to simmer that, but before we do so, I'm going to add the pre-packaged spice that I have purchased in the store. And again, all the spices are mixed together, and before it can go into the soup base, I'm going to have to put them in this pouch here, spice pouch. Make sure that is nice and tight so that the spice stays inside the pouch. And immerse that into the soup base. And then what we're going to do now is add the pho base, which consists of chicken flavor pho base. I will start out with 1 full tablespoon for now, and we will add some more later on to adjust to taste. Okay, so this will do for now. Alright, so let's make sure everything is in. Let's go ahead and cover that and let that simmer for a good 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, so it's time to remove the spice. It's been simmering for about 25 to 30 minutes in medium-low heat. I'm just gonna remove the ginger roots, get rid of this spice bag here. It's all poofy. Let's squeeze all the flavors out from there. Drain it a little bit into the broth. Okay, and then there's the onions and ginger. Let's just try to get rid of these flavorful onions and ginger roots that we had inside simmering for a while. Okay, now of course the chicken, right? You don't want to forget the chicken. Okay, so now I'm going to add the meatball in, but before that I'm gonna put the chicken aside so I can shred it as it cools. Okay, so let's check and make sure there's nothing left. Now I'm gonna toss in the beef ball. My daughter loves the beef ball, so I'm gonna add the beef balls in and then let it simmer for another maybe 7 to 10 minutes. Now before I forget, you are very welcome to sieve your soup base when you remove the chickens and the onions and ginger. I was just kind of lazy, I'm not in the mood. But this is the shredded chicken from the whole chicken that I had took out earlier. What I did was when it cools down, I just went and shred the meat off of it. So I decided to put that into the soup base, and now I'm going to prepare a bowl of the pho chicken. As you can see, because the soup base is pretty much done. Now you can add more of the pho chicken base for more flavor. Again, I recommend you season to taste, depending on how salty you want. But it's pretty much done. You can turn off the fire, garnish your bowl of pho. I have the fresh rice noodle on the bowl here, and I'm scooping all these amazing flavors of the chicken pho and the beef ball and the quail eggs, and garnished with all these toppings here that you pre-prep. I really do hope you enjoyed this dish, and thank you for watching.